Films music builds footage of empty film sets, picket signs outside major studios, headlines flashing, strike talks researched. Hollywood owns age shutdown looms. After weeks of stalled negotiation and growing tensions, Hollywood's labor crisis is back at center stage. This week, representatives from major studios and the entertainment industry's top labor unions have returned to the negotiating table, hoping to avoid a full-scale shutdown that could bring film and television production to a screeching halt. At stake, wage streaming residuals, AI protection, and the future of the entertainment industry as we know it. Let's break down what's happening and why it matters and what's next. Footage of the striking writers and actors marching, sign reading, fair pay now, no AI actors. Streaming does not mean starving. It all began months ago when key contracts between the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers or AMPTP and unions like the Writers Guild of America, SAG-AFTRA, and the Directors Guild began expiring. After failed negotiations over pay equity, streaming residuals, and the use of artificial intelligence in creative work, writers and actors walked off the job. For months, production across Hollywood has slowed dramatically. Big name films delayed. TV shows paused indefinitely. Late night talks shows of the year. And now, after a recent breakdown in talks, both sides are making a final push to avoid disaster. Interviews with union reps and studio access graphs showing economic impact of strikes. Union leaders say their demands are simple: fair pay that reflects modern streaming profits, job protection against AI replacement, healthcare and prison benefits for working class recruitments. Meanwhile, studio executives argue the industry is facing economic headwinds of its own, shrinking box office revenue, subscriber churn, and pressure from Wall Street to cut costs. The AMPTP says that they want a fair and sustainable deal, but unions argue that the system is broken and workers are getting left behind. The CEO makes millions. In the words of one SAG-AFTRA negotiators, this is not just about stars, this is about the crews, the extras, the people you don't see on a script, keeping Hollywood alive. Hollywood Boulevard, empty sound stage, tourist areas slowing down. The impact of the strike is reaping beyond studio walls. According to analysts, the ongoing labor stoppage have already cost California's economy over $5 billion, affecting on only actors and writers, but also creators, set builders, costume designers, drivers, and local businesses. And now, with strike escalation deadlines looming, the threat of a total shutdown hangs in the balance. Insiders say if no deal is reached in the coming days, major fall release could be pushed in 2026 and award season may be thrown into chaos. Clips of past Hollywood strikes, archival footage from 1960 to 2007. This is not the first time Bollywood has faced a major labor reckoning. In 2007, a 100-day writers' strike cost the industry over $2 billion and led to the cancellation of dozens of shows. Now, in an era dominated by streaming and rapid advances in artificial intelligence, the stakes are even higher. The strike is about defining the role of humans in the future of storytelling. Writers and actors hugging on picket lines, studio gates opening for negotiation, hopeful music swell. With the talks back on, there's consistent optimism but also deep divisions. Both sides know the world is watching, and so are millions of workers whose livelihoods depend on what happens next. And Hollywood's labor showdown continues. The industry must decide, will it move forward together or face its biggest threat in decades? Hollywood labor talks resume, outcome pending, creativity on the line.